World leaders pledged to fight coronavirus, but the US and Russia skips the meeting.
Here's a summary of the article.
A global effort in a broader sense. There was enormous political symbolism in the event, which featured the leaders of nations large and small coming together to voice solidarity in the fight against the disease, along with support from international figures like UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres and World Health Organization Director-General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus. The French president, who announced a €500 million pledge, said leaders would not be able to justify anything but a coordinated push to fight the disease. Norwegian Prime Minister Erna Solberg came forward with the single biggest national pledge of the day, totaling $1.2 billion for vaccine efforts. Several of the leaders voiced optimism about the multilateral pledging effort. Private foundation partners of the event included the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which pledged an additional $50 million to the COVID-19 fight on Monday, and the Wellcome Trust, which pledged another $50 million. In a video message to the pledging event, she called on leaders to work together. At the very end, von der Leyen also announced a $1 million pledge from Madonna.
This post received a score of 42,000, with an upvote ratio of 88%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
They were making out in the cloakroom over photos of Russian doctors falling out of windows.
I unironically wish I was classy enough to possess a cloakroom. It's all about framing things differently. I have a cloakroom. Sure, it's barely 2 meters squared, and the ceiling lowers at one end due to it being under the stairs, and you can't stand up in it, but it's a cloakroom nonetheless. Repurpose a space and live your cloakroom desires.
I have a similar cloakroom. It's not under stairs, so you can stand up in it, it's just by the front door. I live in Miami though, so WTF do I need a place to put my coat for? We use it as overflow closet space. Edit, fixed words.
I wish I lived in Miami. I'm not suited to the cold winters of England. Anyone wanna marry an English girl for a green card?
It's not what it's cracked up to be. 98% of the year it's actually too hot to go outside. Also, I'd only marry you if it meant I'd get to leave this country. Plus I don't know if it would be an issue that I'm a girl. Do they have same-sex marriage in England? Maybe we could stay in England until I get citizenship there, and then move back here once conditions have improved, so you can get your green card, lol. Seems kind of complicated though. I think you'll find that most of the reasonable people you'll meet from the US right now, will want to leave here however, lol.
Former Florida resident here, I concur. But this does open the conversation about my getting dual citizenship so we could summer in England and winter in Florida. Sup?
I live up in North Dakota, and we always complain that we have to stay inside so much because of the weather. Then I went to Houston in the summer. Basically it's picking which kind of miserable you prefer.
I currently live in Houston and I'd take freezing over hot and humid any day of the week. You can always wear a bigger coat but you can only dress down so much and it's still fucking miserable.
I say that all the time, I can only get so naked. My friend had a small courtyard in the middle of her apartment and when I woke up on the couch I couldn't see across. I pack twice as many pairs of underwear when I travel to the south. And I have all sorts of parkas and bibs, snowpants and boots. I can just sit down outside comfortably at -20 with a 30 miles per hour wind all bundled up.
Trump asked the governors to attend instead.
You know that actually wouldn't surprise me at all.
I would radically prefer it. All the state governors should get together and form a united body, then designate one person as leader who can represent them in foreign affairs. They can give that person a title, I dunno, maybe president, as it seems that isn't being used currently. Then we'd finally have a president of the United States.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.